YouTube on the what do you call it, on the phone data. I've been doing different Wi-Fi's for the YouTube streams, but this is a big one because if the phone data works, it means I could do it a bit more on YouTube lives. This is kind of a test in that sense. I don't like to try to vlog it up if the connection is faulty, or if it's possible that I'll get to the end of a rant and then the video doesn't even publish, which has happened so many times. Here, let me just show you the field. At least it looks like it's still live for right now. But the what was the yeah, right. So I just did a different live on Facebook that had to do with sort of energy, spiritual energy in a finance sense. I'm trying to leverage these vlogs more than anything for like accountability. That would be significant if it was possible to do that ultimately. Like that's like, sometimes it's necessary to have a person for that. But if there's any way to eclipse that necessity for a person and use vlogs and like stay accountable to the vlogs, that'd be nice. We'll see. Um, what was the point or the purpose? I mean, the purpose was, oh yeah, that for the most part using YouTube is to try to do sound videos, and then it's not even like to use the sound; it's just the visual. But testing testing things out because the visual is like a little bit. It changes. It's changing. So meaning like the graphic the graphic aspect to like trying different things out using inside and outside cameras. Before I was using or inside camera for Prism, which is what this stream is on. But anyways, I want to try to increase the picture quality also, and then also optimize throughout time in the day, different locations, and have a lightness, somewhat of a lightness to the things that you know, like I would have on carry around. In other words, to be able to like whatever, still be able to move around. If you have like too much stuff, you don't want to move around. You don't want to go very fast into different places because it weighs a lot. It's annoying. So all those things need to be optimized. Right now, my stuff is very light, and I'm in a nice location, and I have like a scooter that helps me get to another location if I needed to. So movement is a big priority in terms of making video, but sound videos are a big priority also. Even in this location, doing this would be kind of an optimal, not optimal, but nice, space to do like a sound video. But I haven't been doing it a bunch, not enough. Um, so just working on doing that. Even just turning this on is all just sort of practice. It's like practice, practice. So that there are more people that come into the mix, so that it's not just accountability, it's like collaboration base grows because I'm just doing more content live. There's familiarity, so it's like, oh yeah, it's like that vlogging guy, let's like collab with him or make sounds with him, and like and then cross promote audiences. That's one reason why having an audience to begin with, like more of a significant one, which is another reason for vlogging or live stuff, is relevant because um, yeah, familiarity. So like if there's enough content just out about me, and even though people aren't watching it live, if it's just like someone can be referred to a lot of this live content aspect, it's like at least like, oh, okay, there's a lot on file to refer to. Although I wouldn't recommend people fan through this stuff, at least that I've been doing so far. I'm hoping most of the value comes in the future, the present and the future. I did a vlog on Facebook today that was good. Not good, but the concept behind it is nice in terms of the stuff, the type of stuff that I hope to continue to make, like those type of sermons, which is a symbol for the mascot of the brand of Dinky Tech. And things like that, that sermon or what have you, that chat is something that's hoping to be of value, like in an edutainment sense, which is a space that's not, super visited or super hit up, super, you know, lived in by other YouTube or content makers. I mean, and also it's like journalism, whatever it's called, journalism, whatever it's called, journalism edutainment, because I'm journalizing it as it happens. So it's like live, but I'm not needing to add too many titles to it. And the same with sound making, like doing sounds sort of live makes it so hopefully it's the least downtime necessary for making a back end for having a back end for post production stuff to get it like live or posted as soon as possible. I can't do sounds fully live unless there's equipment plugged into some kind of a mixer, which would be awesome to have. But to do that and like travel around, I think is less than realistic because all that stuff's heavy again. But we'll see. I mean, if there's something light enough to like have just in theory, it's not that you know epic of a setup. It's just I have to find some of the tools to like have like you know some effect on a vocal over here, and then a sound making thing over here, and then connect those into a live feed sound, meaning a microphone that's affected over here, and then the sound maker there, and then that goes there, and then there's another feed for the video. So that's not out of the question. A lot of people that stream from home do have that already set up, so that's pretty cool. But I don't like being in one location, like at home. Like it's never going to happen. Dinky Tech content will always be in different places as well. So there's that step of post production that's in the mix right now for adding sounds, and so it's all just sort of being conceptualized, and hopefully there's continuity at some point in time that will be reached in terms of like you know continuous value, and then an ideal sense like a calendarization of a lot of things. Although like the theme of the day on Facebook today, which is transposing, was something that came from earlier in the day. So it's fine if it happens at the speed of time, at the rate that it happens, like at the same day that it's thought of or whatever. It's fine if it occurs that way, but having a mix of like thought out, content and things that are on a calendar to a certain extent, and then also things that happen live. That's ideal. Like, it's not at the excuse me, it's not at a frequency where it's desired to be at right now. It's trying to improve the frequency of content right now, and sounds, all of the above, because it's just like when you do more, there's got to be more external. Well, yeah, it looks like it's still streaming. Um, in other words, if there's more like external I guess sources that that call upon the type of content like I made before, talking about transposing, like with other people around that are talking about similar things, then that being recorded and documented could be a way to have a higher frequency and more density of this type of content on a more consistent basis, because I'll just like have a camera on or whatever to stream and document that live as well, potentially. Or I mean, Facebook I've been doing for a long time, so I have a little bit of a loyalty there, to be honest. But like, it's just got to work. Like, I still have technical difficulties in so many of these things. So like, the things that work best is ideal. Like, that's what I'm trying to start with first, and like, whatever, really get a flow for sound making, because it's not that it's unfamiliar, but the familiarity to have the groove of the times in the day and locations, where some of the locations will be repetitive or repeated, but usually outside. That's the difference in what I was talking about, is like not inside at a desk in an enclosed space. Never can I make sounds in that environment again. I have in the past a handful of times. It's just never going to work. I think I always will make sounds outside. And so, yeah, for that reason, some of the locations sometimes will stay the same, and then sometimes it'll just change because it's ideal and easy to change them outdoors. And yeah, no. what was the bottom line? The bottom line is this is just a test for YouTube, after all. Just a quick test, and I'll try to do more redistributing of, like the one that I did on Facebook before. I'll try to post it on YouTube as well, just for kicks, and to have it out there, and then just getting better at labeling. There's so many things. Like there's different places you could post, and there's labeling. There's thumbnails, which I didn't even think of till this second. It's like the last thing on the list is thumbnails. Everything else is like there's always little optimization things for content, and then there's other things in life to like um, as well. So I'm not leveraging like so many tools that are out there, like a bunch, not at all, because there's just not enough. Um, what do you call it? Uh, Harmonious frequency, like next to me in the sense of like this kind of a thing, like other similar energy for trying to help make this content that I'm trying to make, like corresponding with me or flowing next to me at the current time. But that's what's being worked on it as well, as trying to get more of that and have more density and depth in the content in the short and long term. So bear with it a little bit, and I don't know if anyone was out there for this. Cool, I guess. Thanks again for and yeah, Dinky Tech. Peace. This is the field. This is where the sun is going down. All right, thanks, Dinky Tech. Peace.